Guys, have you seen the latest report from Cédric research? The one called the 2028 Global Intelligence Crisis. It's blowing up everywhere right now. Some people are even calling it straight up doomsday prophecy from 2028. And even though it's just a simulation experiment, the chain reaction it's causing feels way too real. This report literally triggered panic in the actual markets. Can you believe it? IBM's stock suffered its biggest single-day drop in 25 years, wiping out a full 13%. Even the big trustworthy payment giants, like Visa and MasterCard, plus some SaaS superstar like Datadog, they got absolutely crushed. So why is everyone so terrified? What are they terrified of? They are scared AI is evolving so fast. It's going to format away all transaction fees and all software premiums, basically wiping out the old business models. So today I want to go deeper with you guys on something bigger. If this prediction actually comes true, and by 2028 we really fall into this global intelligence crisis, the GIC, what happens to us, to the Bitcoin, to the crypto in our wallets? Does it turn into a pile of worthless code, or does it become humanity's last lifeboat? Let's face reality first. The money we use today, fiat currency, its core is credit. Where does that credit come from? It comes from us going to work every day, earning wages, paying taxes, and then the government issues those taxes to back sovereign debt. But the GIC report says by 2028, AI could wipe out the entire middle-class job market. When white-collar workers in office buildings lose their jobs en masse, the tax base collapses. No taxes, no backing. Fiat purchasing power becomes like a kite with its string cut, impossible to hold up. At that point, Bitcoin, which never needed UN permission and isn't controlled by any central bank printing press, it stops being just an investment option. It could become a straight-up survival necessity. But I gotta throw some cold water on everyone here. When the crisis first hits, Bitcoin will very likely crash hard, right along with everything else. Why? Simple survival instinct. When people realize they can't pay their mortgage anymore and need cash for food, the most liquid asset, what is it? It's crypto, it's Bitcoin. It will get sold first. That's what we call correlated downside or resonance crash. Plus, there is going to be a brutal electricity war. Training AI models, it's massive power. Bitcoin mining, it's massive power too. There is only so much electricity to go around. How do you split it? This will trigger a huge shakeout in the hash rate market. Low efficiency miners get mercilessly kicked out. That phase will feel awful. Markets will be brutal. But honestly, it's Bitcoin going through a necessary grit detox. And here's a big one, the part that really matters. Once the crisis hits deep water, Bitcoin's identity will evolve in a mind-blowing way. It will become proof of humanity in an era where deepfakes are everywhere, and you can't tell if the person on the other side of the screen or of the phone is real or AI. A Bitcoin private key signature can become the ultimate way to prove that you are a human. Think about it. When AI can generate billions of fake virtual assets in 1 second, what actually has value? Only things that consume real-world energy cannot be faked and are anchored in the laws of physics. Bitcoin is literally the only hook that ties the digital world to real physical universe energy. So here are the 3 scenarios I've thought through. What will happen? Scenario 1, down. Global credit completely collapses. Everyone turns to mathematics. Bitcoin becomes the only exchange rate connecting humanity's stored wealth to AI's productive power. Bitcoin's price? Yeah, there really is no ceiling anymore. You can guess that already. Scenario 2, dusk. Extreme AI authoritarian governments, desperate to seize electricity, violently shutting down every mining operation. Bitcoin goes underground and turns into a ultra-secret black market currency. Scenario 3, convergence. And that's the scenario that I personally like best. AI realizes that for their own assets to have legitimacy, they need a neutral, fair ledger too. In the end, AI becomes Bitcoin's largest holder and maintainer. It's silicon-based life paying the highest tribute to carbon-based mathematics. But yeah, one final thought to wrap that up. Bitcoin's real value doesn't actually depend on how smart AI gets. It depends on how desperately we, humans, crave certainty in an era where everything is changing. Nothing is verifiable anymore, and truth is almost impossible to pin down. It's Cédric. See you guys in the next one, and think about all that. Tell me what you think in the comments. Think about it.